The wildfires of 2015 ravaged large portions of Washington, destroying homes and long-standing forests of central and eastern portions of the state. The fires alone have been tragic, but the scars left on the landscape will leave portions of our state vulnerable to flash flooding for years to come. The National Weather Service in Spokane has prepared a 5-part video series to help victims of recent wildfires prepare for our heightened threat for flooding. This is part 1 of the video series and is a basic introduction to Washington burn scars. In subsequent videos, we will be talking about the role thunderstorms play in burn scar flooding, our watch warning advisory program, and receiving weather information. Finally, we will talk about assessing your risk and making a plan to keep your family safe. This map of Northeast Washington shows wildfire perimeters from 2014 and 2015. Fires over the last 2 years have burned well over 1 million acres in Washington. Okanogan and Chelan counties have felt the brunt of these wildfires, with hundreds of thousands of acres burned in the Carlton, Chelan, Okanogan, and North Star complexes. Places that have not flooded in our lifetime may now be vulnerable to dangerous flash floods. This video was taken in May of 2015 in the Texas Creek drainage of the Carlton burn scar. This flooding was caused by a relatively small thunderstorm. A larger or slower moving storm has the potential to produce flooding much worse than we see on this video. The increase in runoff is the reason wildfire burn scars are so vulnerable to flash flooding. Before a wildfire, some rain is intercepted by the tree canopy. Vegetation and litter on the forest floor slows runoff, and soil absorbs rain like a sponge. After a severe wildfire, the tree's canopy may be lost, and vegetation and litter on the forest floor is gone. And worse, the heat from the fire can cause the soil to become water repellent. The end result is more runoff and faster runoff. The threat for flash flooding becomes higher as well, with the potential for mudslides and debris flows. A flash flood is defined as a rapid rise of water on creeks, streams, dry washes, or gullies. In steep terrain, rushing water from flash floods has the potential to wash cars off the road, uproot trees, and severely damage homes. Debris flows are a little bit different. They are like a mass of flowing mud and rock that behaves like concrete moving down a hill. Debris flows can travel very fast on steep slopes and can be extremely destructive. In some instances, debris flows can bury cars, roads, or homes. There are 3 primary indicators that determine flash flood risk in a burn scar area. They are slope, burn intensity, and rain rate. Steep slopes produce faster runoff than gradual slopes. Hot fires often produce burn scars that are more susceptible to flash flooding than cooler or smoldering fires. And most importantly, high rainfall rates can dramatically increase the potential for flash flooding on burn scars. Fortunately, burn scars heal over time. Research suggests that burn scars are most vulnerable to flash flooding in the first 2 years after the fire. The return of vegetation a couple of years after the fire will help slow rainfall runoff a bit, and charred soil will gradually regain its ability to absorb runoff. However, it may take decades for trees to return and form a canopy once again, so runoff characteristics in a burned area may be altered for many years. Since thunderstorms produce our region's highest rain rates, our next video will discuss the role that thunderstorms play in burn scars.